This is LA, the WSTC, or IVNA, West Covina, that's where I used to stay. Grew up in La Puente, at the town of the bridge. Take you to the ridge of the cliff. Uplift into position, I shift. Stay open because I am the gift in the present time. Now, stepping towards the future, looking at the past, knowing that the mistakes made will not fade. The correct styles that fade. People that get sliced like the blade. Blowing out your shade, blowing out your braid. Getting you twisted with your tongue slit. Put it in 3, it's me, the freak of the frequency. Living a life of delinquency. Letting the sequence be thinking that it could be catching up. It's your head that I'm snatching up, drilling it up, then reconnecting it and patching up.
It was written, you gotta be sorry to be forgiven. I'm just living, crossing me is forbidden.
My name is Jizzm, high definition. I've been rhyming since 1987. Too legit or illegitimate to be illiterate. Couldn't consider it or figure it. Without the gap, you couldn't trigger it. You want to say hip-hop changed my life? It did when I was younger, when I was like in 3rd grade, when I started wearing my little Playboy emblems and muscle t-shirts. Used to bust out with the cardboards and put the white glove on and get the battle on in the street and even at the baseball park. Son, you ain't nothing but a toy getting broken when the verbs were spoken. Got you choking from here to Hoboken. Put the token in the slot. Your memory forgot to forget me not. I keep it hot. Can't teach a tater till it's taught. The way I got it to be the MC, I had this dude down the street from me named Candyman, and he was like in 7th grade, but he had limos picking him up. Everybody was always talking about how this fool always had bitches. He was an MC. He was only like maybe 10 years old, 11 years old. I was 2 years younger than him. I was like, fuck that, I want bitches. And that's when I started trying to write my raps. I was like, right, this dirty, crazy shit. And, you know, talking about finger banging a girl on a rag when I didn't even know what I was saying. Females that thought they could fuck with this, I'm the one putting the preferences. I'll make them twist on my dick like it was the Exorcist's head. So by the time I was in 7th grade, I took it to that level, to the point where I was writing rhymes, memorizing them, going to house parties, and spitting them. When I was afraid as fuck, when I first grabbed the mic, I was frozen, white, cold. But after you rhyme, when nobody else is rapping, everybody just comes up to you and gives you all kinds of love and appreciation and respect. That changed my life. I was like, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to be. I want to be an MC. Connect the thought, look for the dot, mark it, spark it. Up in the middle of the style to let you know that it was ready to park it. In the line, trying to take the middle of the riddle, trying to take the joke and trying to come up little or short, distort over the person that couldn't find it, couldn't rewind it or remind it, couldn't be in front of it or behind it, but they might be trying to grind it, couldn't get it, blood clotted, shredded, no credit because you were already indebted. That's the way that I said it. Went from rhyming in backyard house parties to getting a job at a record store, and this cat named TNT who took me from writing like, 30 bars, 80 bars, just shortening that shit up and writing 16 bars and doing the actual song format. We started taking off on tours when I was in high school. I was 16. I was doing lowrider car shows, signing autographs on girls' breasts and thighs. It was crazy. There was a lot of cholas and there was a lot of hotties. It was definitely a different era. 1992, I heard about this spot called the Good Life Cafe. Went up to the Good Life, blew up some rhymes there. I was like an undefeated rhyme battle champion for a year at this place called Street Beat Records, and I retired undefeated. You couldn't flow if you were a faucet I floss with to make you freak out. I'm ill enough to make paralyzed, deaf mute stand up and speak out. When I bought my beat machine, I became, a legitimate producer. Before that, I was still recording, mixing what I could off of a 4-track. Stepped up to the digital recorder. People were blowing up the beats that I was producing. But I gotta take it to the next level, because there's cats out there that are selling one beat for $30,000, $40,000. Dr. Dre, he gets paid $40,000, $50,000, $100,000 for the track, right? He has a team of producers that submit. He chooses a track, stamps his name on it, takes that $50,000, pays that producer $5,000, and takes the 45 and just, handles business. And, I wouldn't mind being on a team where I was getting paid $5,000 per beat when you're only getting $1,500 a beat. That's the evolution. That's the bigger business. Subliminal, getting you stoned like a biblical criminal, getting thrown over the styles, the orderly, merciless, merely Jizzm rhyming for miles.
It was written, you gotta be sorry to be forgiven. I'm just living, crossing me is forbidden. I'm fresh.